Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are doing great today. In our previous lesson, we started talking about external table. Today we're going to continue with our lecture on external tables. So in our previous lesson, we looked at how to create external table using SQL Loader. Today we're going to look at how to create external table using Data Pump. Now, the Data Pump is another utility from Oracle that helps you to load external data to your database. In creating external table with Data Pump, there are basically two ways to do it. The first way is to create a dump file and read the data from the dump file. The second method is to create a table that reads from an existing dump file. So we're going to look at both methods today, right? So let's dive right into my screen and see how this is done in real time. So the first thing we're going to do is to create this table using the create table statement. The table is test_pump. So I have this create table statement. Let's critically examine the statement. So as usual, we'll have our create table statement and then the columns, but observe that we don't have the data type. Now that's because we are creating this table as a select statement from the employees table. So the employees table will provide the data and the data type to this table, okay? So let's go on. Now, again, we will use the organization external clause to show that it's an external table. And then if we open this bracket and say type Oracle Data Pump, we are telling the database to use the utility Data Pump to load the data. And then the default directory is test_directory. We created this directory in our previous lesson, okay? And then the location is test.dump. Now, this is the dump file that will be created as a result of this create table statement. And then this data will be passed on to this dump file. And then this table will actually read the data from the dump file. So in a nutshell, when we execute this statement, the table will be created and then the dump file will be created containing this data from this select statement, and then this table will now read from the dump file, okay? So first and foremost, let's just execute this select statement and see what the data looks like. Now, if we execute it, you can see we have the records here. If we right click and say count rows, we have 107 rows. So what that means is that our new table will have the same 107 rows because we are creating the table as a select statement from the employees table, okay? All right, so now that we know, let's quickly execute our select statement. So I'm going to take all of this from here to this point and then I'll execute. You can see table test_pump created, okay? Now, one thing I want us to go and take note of is go to our server and then go to the location where we have that directory for us to examine what has happened. What will you observe? You will observe that a dump file has been created, test.dump. This dump file contains all the structure of that, all the information about the structure of the employees table that we are selecting from and using to create our new table, okay? So let's go back to our SQL developer and then select all from the new table we just created. I'll quickly clear this. So we say select all from test_pump, the new table we just created. You can see we have the same records. If you right click and click on count rows, you have 107 rows. Okay, so this is the first method in using the Data Pump to create an external table. Let's look at the second method. Now, the second method, we are using an existing dump file, the dump file we just created. What we'll simply do is to create the table, and then the table will read directly from the existing dump file. It's very simple. So again, let's look at the create table statement. Create table test underscore pump underscore DMP. And then this time around, we have the data type, because we are not creating the table as a select statement, okay? We are creating this table, and then again, we will use the organization external clause to show that it's an external table, and we are still using Oracle data pump. Default directory is still the directory we created earlier, and then the location is test.dump. So what we are simply saying is read the data from the existing dump file, which is test.dump, and then use it to fill this table we are creating. Very simple. Okay, so let me quickly execute this. And then it says table test underscore pump underscore DMP created. Now, if we go ahead and select all the data from this table that we just created, we will see that we have our output the same way. If we right click and click on count rows, 107 rows. Guys, can you see how this external table works? It's very simple and very easy to create. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it was interesting to you. If it was, kindly like it and share it widely. And leave a comment if you have any comment whatsoever. Leave a comment in the comment section. And most importantly, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell icon so you don't miss out whenever I upload another valuable content. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.